So these are Alpacas, lubed and filmed with 205G0. GMK caps with the carbon fiber. I need to fix the cue, guys. It's a plateless build. It didn't solder in correctly. It shifted, I guess. I'll fix it in 2 seconds. Look at this thing, guys. Look at this. The whole bottom is shiny. It's so heavy. So this is the GHS.RAR. RAR.RA. I don't know if it's pronounced RAR or... I never asked. That's weird. I never asked that. If you guys want to learn more about this keyboard, you can hit !build. So to talk about pricing, obviously, this is a chunky piece of metal with a big bottom like this. So this can get pretty pricey. But we're going to see how it looks and see how it feels. And we'll talk about pricing and stuff at the end. It's so heavy though, guys. We're not going to be putting a PVD'd plate though. Because first of all, it's brass. And you guys know I don't really care for brass plates anymore. We're going to be using carbon fiber. Okay, let's switch over to the other camera. How many kilograms? Too many kilograms. I'm not too sure, Katsu. It's so heavy though. It is very, very heavy. Honestly, a little too heavy for my liking. But I mean, I think people prove to me they really give a shit about weight of their keyboard. So, very pretty though. I mean, like, it definitely is pretty. Okay, hold on. Here's the bottom. Oh god, that's up my nose. There's the bottom. You guys like this angle of me? No, I don't like this angle of me. That is a very shiny bottom. So I think this is PVD'd, which is actually, it's pretty good. Very minor rippling. There is some machining, very, 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 very small machining on the logo that is noticeable. That's only when you reflect it in very certain light. Dude, otherwise, it's completely missed. Alright, so there's a bunch of different screws here we gotta take out. Now I wonder if this is even gonna fit my bits. I wonder. We'll find out. Should be okay though. We should be... Yes, we're okay. It's called the GHS.RAR. We are going to be using a carbon fiber plate. Well, you can do other things to brass. Pretty positive this is brass. This might be the aluminum plate. I'm not too sure, to be honest. But I'm pretty positive it is brass. So I usually always look at build too, like my experience with the build. So I mean, you will need an Allen key, which it should have come with. I'm pretty positive. If not, then I will find one. Maybe it did not come with an Allen key. Oh, it did. Okay. It did come indeed with an Allen key. So this is a 3-piece design. So that price at $550 now suddenly doesn't seem too crazy. And we have plates, which we're going to take off too. But yeah, other than that, quality on this is pretty good. So this is indicative of anything that's going to be shipped out. Pretty good. I know this is a prototype unit. There is one minor flaw on the inside that I can see right over here. That actually just might be where they hooked the anode to. Yeah, that's really it. That's all. Tooling? Yeah, I figured as much. Very good. Very nice. All right. So, with that being said, we are going to be using a half plate. There's tons of different plates they sent me to use. I might even build this one more time. However, because they sent me 3 PCBs, so we might do a few builds with this. However, oh no, the potato died. We're going to be using a half plate today, because I feel like it's been a little while since I've gotten to use a half plate. But they have some different options. They have a silicone in the middle here. I think this is feels like a FR4 plate of some sort. Maybe FR4? Or is this aluminum? No, it's like an FR4 plastic plate of some sort. Carbon fiber. What's the taters? Precious? I don't remember where that came from. We're going to use this. We're going to use this right over here. And then we're going to start looping some stabs. The more group by keyboards I see coming on the market, the more I understand just how good of a deal the Icky68 is. The Icky68, in my opinion, is by far the best value for keyboard you will get. Okay, I don't want to say all year because the year is far from over, but it's pretty damn good value, and I think everyone can agree with me. But the thing is, I feel like it fits a different niche. Something like this thing that we're building today, which is the Gone Hacking Studios board. This is going to fill that niche for someone who wants something with a lot of flair, obviously. Scratch that itch, I think, would be a better, fill the void. But I think for anyone who just wants to experiment with keyboards and not break your bank, I think that's gonna, the Icky is probably what's gonna fill that void for you, Ooh. Ooh, hold on. This actually, I know we're not in the case yet, but those modifiers sound pretty damn good. Here's a question: how many of you guys own a hot swap and a solder? We're getting off the topic of anime for 1 second. How many of you guys? Serious question, dude. How many of you guys own solder and hot swap? And would you guys say, not what you guys read on Reddit, not what you guys have heard from other people, would you guys say that there is a huge noticeable difference between hot swap and solder PCBs in terms of sound? Like, can you honestly tell me that you guys hear differences? Pretty noticeable difference? Literally none? See, this is the crazy part, guys. This is what I keep telling you guys. Sound is so subjective to people, because I personally hear zero. And there's people in chat saying that there's tons of difference, and there's some people that say there's minor, and some people say there's nothing. I own a hot swap exclusively. I'm addicted to trying out switches. And that's the cool thing, Clean. I think that's awesome. Isn't that crazy, though? Isn't that crazy how different we perceive sound? A slight rattle of movement in the hot swap? See, like, I don't even hear that. Isn't that fucking nuts? And that just goes to show you, like, when it comes to, like, trying out, you know, when we pick things online based off sound tests, it's not always going to be 100% accurate. What is your opinion on brass versus poly versus aluminum versus carbon full plates? Marco, I'm going to be honest with you. Depends on what sound signature you are aiming for. There's different things each plate is good at, in my opinion. Again, it's a use case scenario. For example, I personally think that one of the big things that I really, really like about brass is how good they sound with tactiles, but that could just be for me. However, if you're looking for a stiff build, you might want to go with something like aluminum or brass. If you're looking for a bit more bounce or flexiness, polycarbonate, carbon fiber. If you're looking for more of like that plasticky sound signature, which is no means a bad thing, then, and by plastic I mean more like a softer sound signature, more muted, not quite as clacky or metallic, then you want to go with something like that. for anyone wondering too, if you guys are screwing in things like this, make sure as you guys screw these in, like obviously there's different levels of compression for these O-rings, so I'm giving it kind of like an in-between tighten. So until I feel like it stops and it still sets okay. Because we don't want to over compress this, or else it's no different from having no O-rings. Okay, here's the board. We need to put keycaps on it, obviously, but if you guys want to quickly see the bottom of this, I got some fingerprints on it. Oh god, I don't like the look of my face like that. Hold on. That was a weird look, dude. That was a strange look.
We can see right up there,
I
Alex.
don't want
all
that.
the way to Alex, all the way to Alex Town.
No one needs to see that, dude. I apologize, chat.
We almost saw the source of the gray hairs.
Look at that. All right. Well, there you guys go. There's my camera. There's the computer. Population us. Welcome to Alex Town.
That is shiny.
Oh god. Let's flip this over again. Look at this. Your side profile here. So you can see there's the bottom piece that's not quite hidden. Nice little design on the side there. Actually very pretty. Very nice side profile. Here's the butt. Oh, did you guys hear that? That bassy sound. There is the butt. Looks so nice with the alpacas. Alright, let's show you guys the front. I guess here's the front here. Alright, and here's the top. How much does this weigh again, Gone Hacking?
This is 4.5 built.
4.5 built. Oh god.
So if you put this on, your IKEA desk, make sure it's
make sure you got some stands, some
good
solid
one.
stands on it. Okay, let's put some keycaps on this. So with GMK Olivia, I'll fix the queue right after. If you guys want to stick around to see me fix, I'll probably do it live on stream for you guys. So I'm gonna take it apart one more time. Are you guys ready to hear a typing test? Looks very pretty. I can already tell you guys. I don't know if you guys can see, kinda maybe. The plateless build has actually a lot of, again, you're never gonna be typing this hard. There's definitely some give, some flex with this. There's definitely some flex with this. Ooh, okay. Let's see what this sounds like, yeah? Let me turn this off. Ooh. Let me unmute myself for Salvin. Okay. Yeah, I like the way this feels. If I had to be like super picky about it, I think the F-Row is the only thing I don't really care for in terms of sound. But my god, the alphas sound and feel really good. I like how bouncy it is. It definitely, you can definitely tell there's a bit of bounce to it. You can feel some of that I guess feedback. It's actually quite nice. Do you have a favorite key switch brand or model? I think me personally, I go for Durock's like 99% of the time. But I don't know. I think that's really how I work. I like Durock's. These are Alpacas, which is essentially the same thing. You know? Yeah, you don't really type on these very often. The alphas, though, very, very nice. It's very nice, I have to admit. I quite like this. Now, alright, guys, let's just do a quick little here. You want to hear it again, guys? Let's see. Yeah, well, there you guys go. The one thing too that I think a lot of people don't realize, and maybe you can give me some of your thoughts too. A lot of the times the stabilizers feel better the next day once like the lubes had a good chance to situate, you know?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. So usually you guys get
totally.
like the, not the odd sounding, I guess. I don't want to use odd, but like the day one sound.
Yeah. I mean, why do you think Nathan spends a fucking hour on stabilized space?
So how's that flex? There's definitely a lot. I'm always so bad at showing you guys what flex looks like from this side, but I can't really show you guys without doing like something like maybe like this. There, you guys can see it.
I mean, that showed it pretty well, to be fair.
Yeah. There's some flex with this. It's a plateless build though. Don't forget, if you put like a piece of aluminum, you know, people forget this just because the PCB has flex cuts. If you put a piece of aluminum or brass, you're gonna lose like pretty much all that, especially with brass. But yeah, I don't know. I think the half plate, if you guys end up going for this keyboard, I think the half plate is a really cool option if you guys like that. Not, then get something you prefer. As always, with everything, don't forget that if you guys can't afford to buy it 3 times over, please be responsible with your money. You know what I'm saying? Just be just a tiny little bit responsible. That's all I'm asking for. Just a little bit.
As a treat.